Whoa!
What?
Oh my gosh!
Sick.
I have serious chills right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to our reaction to Avatar Netflix edition. Today we are watching episode 7, The North.
Yeah, we're back. It's been a little bit of a struggle getting to record our Avatar reactions, so thank you for your patience. Little bit of some background info. You might be able to tell, but I'm sick, so that's not fun. And
Got
Kailyn,
those swollen eyes.
yeah, Kailyn was sick last week.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not been good, but we're here. We're
been a
excited.
struggle.
I'm going to try to keep my keep conversation minimal this time around. So you might need to
Why?
overcompensate on what you have to say about the show, just because it, isn't my voice and the sinus stuff. It's not pleasant. But yeah, I feel like I'd love to hear. We're going into the last 2 episodes of the show. I'd love to hear from you, kind of your overall thoughts. We've watched 6 episodes of this Netflix adaptation of Avatar, and so going into the finale, what have you thought, overall so far?
I think for the challenge of creating a live action adaptation, it is impressive in many ways because it's pulled off things that are hard to pull off.
Yeah, the original it sets a high bar.
Yeah, and I think that it has a lot of potential for future seasons too. Some people have mentioned that I haven't been reacting as much to this show as I normally do, and I feel bad. I don't want to come across as though I'm bored or something, but I would say the show hasn't maybe gripped me as much as
Other things that we've watched.
Other things, of course, as much as the original. I think it's just hard maybe to get emotionally invested in something that you're kind of holding at a distance. It's hard to separate your analysis brain when you're comparing it to something that you love. And
I think when you can, it's very obvious that it's weaker.
Yeah.
So
I think it's been a little bit hard for me to be as invested as I would want to be. But I mean, I've been enjoying it for sure.
Here's the deal, that we are always going to be 100% honest with you guys in regard to how we feel about something. So we are not going to just be eager about a show just because it's an intellectual property that we enjoy and we know that
For
you guys
frame
enjoy.
of reference, go watch our Rings of Power reaction.
Well, even that, we were trying to keep the hype all the way through. But by the end of it, we were pretty even when you watch something, it can be fun in the moment. And then afterwards you realize it's mostly garbage, right?
Or the reverse. It could be you're not sure about it in the moment, but then you look back and you're like, no, actually that was better than
And I'm not saying that Rings of Power is mostly garbage. I'm not saying Avatar is mostly garbage. I think that I'm not going to compare the two yet because we haven't finished it. But I guess what I'm saying is that you guys know, if you've been with us for a while, or if you're joining us for the first time, then here it is. We are honest. And so it's one of those things where we tend to reserve our judgment, but we also are not going to be just for clicks trying to generate hype, right?
Be fake or something.
Or try to go with the flow. The reaction aspect of this is it's a genuine reaction. It's not a contrived reaction. That's the goal. So I feel like it would be kind of exhausting to try to fake a reaction, to be honest. So
yeah.
I think that for me, if I'm trying to empathize with you a little bit and kind of where you've come from, I think that you've reacted to the good moments, but all of the minutes in between have really have fallen flat for you, between those good moments.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
I think
some of the dialogue where it feels like a lot of exposition.
The acting.
And the acting is a little bit stiff for some people. And then I just feel like my eyes kind of glaze over and I'm just
As I've even edited the reactions back, I have noticed things in the acting that they do feel their line delivery tends to be very signature to them and not in a good way. Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
So in regard to terms of Aang, just to start, and I know that he's a young kid, so I want to be sensitive to that, and I know that his acting is going to get better, right? But almost every line it feels like he delivers, he says 2 words, pauses, and then continues faster.
That's funny.
Da 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 da. da 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 da
Yeah.
da, you know, and like the
Yeah.
cadence.
Kind of all of his lines, they do feel the same.
In some respects, it's a good thing because it shows that he's trying to have personality. But I think that there is such a thing as talented child actors, right? We've
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah.
And so that is more of what I am.
Not that they don't have talent.
Not that they don't have talent.
That like
I'm not requiring him to be a prodigy. I
No,
think
no.
that he needs some more acting direction,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. That's my point.
And I would say maybe sometimes that's the difference, where someone could come across, like a child could come across as like way more talented than they are because of like really stellar directing. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel
don't
like
know.
he's not acting like a kid.
Yes. Okay. That
Um,
I think that is something for me that I feel
He's acting like a kid who's acting.
Yes, that
Right?
that is something that has caused me to feel a little detached, because I'm like, the Aang in the show really does feel like a kid. And obviously part of that is like the cartoonish elements of like, he can't act like a cartoon, but like, I mean, even the voice actor, the way that he talks sounds like a kid, you know, and he like delivers his lines like a kid, not like someone like reading a script.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see what you mean there.
Here's the deal. I didn't want to go into this episode having kind of a negative tone.
We're
We're just
just
telling you where we're coming
reflecting.
from. Yeah, we're just telling you where we're
So
coming from
far.
as we go into the reaction. And hey, like if you like this show, kudos to you. And I'm not saying that we don't like this show. I'm saying ways in which it is a mixed bag for us and other ways in which we have enjoyed it. I think that there have been pretty great moments.
And even things they've changed that have been cool.
And yeah, it's not about things being changed. It's about like the actual
Interpretation.
interpretation and art form of it that we are either going to critique decisions being made or not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so with all of that to say, I think that what's really going to sell us on the season as a whole is whether or not they can stick the landing and really pull off an excellent at the very least, last episode, hopefully last 2 episodes. So
Yeah.
tonight we're going to try to watch both this episode and the finale. So yeah, all of that to say, we thank you guys for your patience, and we know that this, you know, I'm sick. It doesn't feel like this is our best work, but but thank you for bearing with us and being here along for the ride, and we're excited to see what happens. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Indeed. Let's get into it. If you enjoy this episode, please hit the like and subscribe for more reactions and playthroughs and fun stuff. And you can go check out our Patreon where you can support the channel.
Ugh. Sorry.
And you can go check out our Patreon where you can support the channel and get early access and special perks. Leave a comment letting us know what you thought of our thoughts and what you thought of this episode. And without further ado,
Let us watch this episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Lieutenant G, slow down.
I was just on Admiral Zhao's ship, going over the latest fuel usage figures. Lieutenant Dang and I were burning the midnight oil. I overheard them discussing new orders from the Fire Lord himself. He sent his personal guard to bring Prince Zuko back to Capital City, where he is to stand trial for treason.
That means he'll be here any minute. This is Zhao's doing. Somehow he's convinced Ozai you've turned against him. Zhao's figured out you were the one that freed the Avatar. You need to leave. Now. Do not
did
make-
that happen in the show
Uncle,
like
we
that?
can't let my father believe
He
he's
did
out with
figure out
Ozai.
he's the Blue Spirit, but not just randomly. And he bombs him by the pirates. He like tries to assassinate him.
Thank you, Lieutenant G.
They do a really clever way of showing how Zhao finds out.
She had
And-
no idea. It was all too easy to get him to take the bait.
Oh.
Interesting. It's because he sees the twin swords on the
Right.
ship. Yeah,
in his room.
What will we tell the Fire Lord about his son?
I'll tell him the truth.
Oh,
That the prince chose to put his needs
he is going to
over
bomb
those
him
of his country,
right now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's wild.
and that his son was a traitor.
Oh, blasting jelly.
Jelly.
So it's very similar. Oh no!
Jump!
Prince!
Oh my gosh.
Zuko.
Yeah. So it does carry over.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's good.
Zuko's on his own. And he wasn't anything like I thought he'd be. This whole time, I've been worried that I don't know what I'm doing. And the truth is, I don't. I haven't learned any of the other bending skills, and I'll probably continue messing up. But at least I'll be able to do it with my friends by my side.
It's the Northern Water Tribe.
Yay.
We did it. We finally made it.
The visuals don't disappoint.
Welcome to Agnikella.
Goodness.
My men will take him to our Buffalo Yak stables, which are in a heated grotto. Plenty of
Buffalo
leg space.
yak.
Make sure he gets seaweed.
Did they know he was coming?
Welcome.
Yeah. It said
I'm
we've been
Arnook,
expecting you.
Chief of the Northern Water Tribe.
You don't know how long we've been looking forward
Is
to
that
this.
Paku?
I can't tell you the joy it brings us to welcome a long-lost brother and sister from the south. This is Master Paku.
There he
our
is.
senior
Paku.
waterbending master. And this is my daughter, Princess Yue, our
Oh,
tribe's
interesting.
spiritual leader.
Anyway.
We are grateful to have you with us. With the power of the Avatar on our side, we'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Have we met her before?
No. Now quit it before they think something's wrong with you.
She looks
I
uncomfortable.
swear I will not rest until I hunt down these villains. Our enemies can't be allowed to get away with such a brazen crime.
I know who did this. It was Ozai.
Ooh. Wow. Low
Ozai's
opinion.
lost all shred of humanity. He's become so obsessed with conquering the world, he cannot tolerate anyone who would get in the way of this. Not even his own flesh and blood.
I sympathize. The Fire Lord has given me the honor of leading a great armada with orders to conquer the North. We know the Avatar is headed there, to the last great Waterbender stronghold, and so I am setting out to take it. I admit that I have little experience in battle. Of course, that also means that I have no track record of failure,
Okay.
Ooh.
Unlike you. Oh, okay.
Rude.
Whatever. Oh, wow. They make an earthbender slave.
Yes.
Wow. Oh.
That's enough.
Wow. She's fierce.
The Fire Lord deems your performance below average.
But I defeated him.
You should have finished him at least 2 moves earlier. Thus, you will undergo another trial tomorrow.
Perfect isn't good enough.
You realize he's playing games with you, right? Your father already knows you're the best. He just doesn't want you to know that. I'll burn everyone in the world until he admits the truth. What truth?
I'm the best.
I'm the one.
Oh. The rightful heir? Is that what she means?
Probably.
Oh my goodness.
Why don't you just go and talk
He's
to her?
pining.
Say what? Hey there, Sokka, Southern Water Tribe. Probably sleeps on a throne and only eats dewdrops and sunshine.
What?
No way. Stewed sea prunes. My favorite.
Is it good? What's it taste like?
Like home.
Enjoying the food, are we?
It's delicious.
You say you were entirely self-taught.
I feel like I've come pretty far, but I still have so much to learn. That's why I couldn't wait to get here to meet other waterbenders and especially esteemed masters like you.
The Fire Nation's attacks took so much from you, from all of us.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything about it.
What's important is you survived. That is what we do. And we waterbenders have always adapted to the flow of life. Go and find Yagoda. She is one of our finest instructors, and she can start you on your journey.
Thank you, Master Paku.
She's gonna find out. He did that way more subtle. Way more subtle than in the OG. He's just like, that'll be a surprise for her. I love the set design. It is so cool.
It's pleasing.
Yeah.
What? Did she make ice cream?
There you go.
That's wild.
That's cool. He's so awkward.
When I was a kid, I used to hide out here when my dad would meet with the elders. He said he wanted me to see how things worked in the tribe because someday it would be my responsibility. Not very fun. So I'd hide out here with the grands and make dessert.
With the grands.
You are just a girl.
Did you think I wasn't a girl?
No. figured with you being a princess and all.
That I was stuck up?
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, yeah, that's what I thought. But no, you're ordinary.
He's good.
Not ordinary.
This guy has a future.
Because that wouldn't be good.
Don't get me wrong, I love serving my community. But every now and then I just have to go somewhere and...
Make dessert? You know, back home, it was my duty to protect the village. The thing was...
It's your responsibility.
Yeah, and if I didn't do it, who knows what could have happened. I made a promise to my dad, and I was gonna keep that no matter what. How do I know you?
Princess Yue.
Oops.
You're ready for the evening blessing.
Here we go.
You didn't have to leave the feast. One of the priests could have come.
It was no trouble at all.
Awkward. It reminds me of Pocahontas.
Yeah.
The movie. Whoa.
Interesting.
What the heck? That's weird.
That is different.
You know, because she's like, should I marry Kocoum? And she's like betrothed, but then she falls in love with someone else.
Tell me, Avatar Aang, what do you think is the best approach to the coming battle? Might I suggest you lead the offensive front?
Truth is, I haven't mastered any other bending. But that's why I came here. Hoping someone could teach me.
But we've heard stories of how you've saved communities, defeated the Fire Nation platoons, even battled monsters. How were you able to do all that?
My friends helped me.
It would have been wise to have focused on your training during your journey.
How?
Yeah, what was he supposed to...
I mean, Katara could teach him a few moves, I guess, but...
Barely.
It seems we won't be able to count.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, I feel that, bro.
Water allows life to flourish.
The healers.
And to heal.
Cool.
Master Paku told me we'd be having a special guest today.
Thank you for having me.
It's a vital part of our culture. Would you like to try it? Feel the flow of energy through the body. Connect that flow to the energy in yourself. It's about empathy. You must understand what it means to feel pain. Then take that pain away.
When do we get to fight training?
Excuse me?
I think my basic forms are pretty good, but I could use help with accuracy and increasing power.
I'm sorry, but women don't fight.
Oop.
We use our skills to heal.
I don't want to just heal.
Healing is a noble and sacred tradition, the highest of callings.
I think my skills lie more in combat, so if it's okay, I'd like to train in fighting techniques.
In the Northern Water Tribe, women aren't allowed to fight.
Aren't allowed? That's not right.
But that is our way.
Awkward.
So, Princess Yue, she seems great.
She represents the highest ideals of our tribe. She is the best of us.
You like her?
I'm betrothed.
The princess and I, we were betrothed.
Were
It was
betrothed.
arranged by our parents when we were children, but when she turned 16, she broke it off.
Oh.
But she never gave a reason why.
You would have gone through with it? You would have married her?
He's like, this is too personal.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to pay your respects to Avatar Kuruk.
I'm here to do a little bit more than that.
It's just been a long time since anyone went to Kuruk for anything.
Because he's a
The truth is,
failure.
his memory has faded for most.
Just kidding.
During his time as the Avatar, Kuruk didn't
I'm trying to
engage much
remember
with the world. Some say
who
he
this is.
became enamored with the spirit world and spent most of his time
He's the
there.
one who got
Unfortunately,
his
that meant
love's
he wasn't around
face
much
stolen
to help
by
us deal
Ko.
with our problems.
So
He didn't do his job as the
I guess,
Avatar.
oh yeah, he is a failure.
Let everyone down.
I believe there must be more to his story.
He's the only one who could possibly understand my situation.
Wow, that's so interesting. There's the shot.
Hello, Aang.
Cool.
I see you made it to the north.
Avatar Kyoshi showed me a vision of Agnikella being destroyed by the Fire Nation. I need to stop that from happening.
You can't. If she showed you the north being destroyed, then it will happen. But the battle's outcome is still uncertain. Whether the Fire Nation prevails, whether the Waterbenders survive, all of that is up to you.
All right.
Just one kid.
No, you are the Avatar.
When I was at Kyoshi Island, After Kyoshi helped me unleash these incredible energies.
The Avatar state.
Yes, she said it gave me the strength of 1,000
There we
benders.
go.
She was in control. You can do that.
That's not possible.
Yes, it is. Kyoshi did it.
I'm not Kyoshi.
But you still could.
After I became the Avatar, I discovered dark spirits were on the verge of crossing over into our realm from the spirit world. So I spent my life fighting them. The war I'd waged on the spirits damaged my body and corrupted my soul. I wouldn't be able to control the Avatar state any more than you could.
A damaged Avatar. It's interesting.
Despite all my sacrifice, I still couldn't save the one that mattered the most. A predatory spirit came to seek vengeance on me. The spirit stole her face.
Ko.
Listen to me, Aang. The Avatar must walk alone, or else the ones you love will suffer.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, I was looking for Katara. I should get going.
Is something wrong?
No, I'm just a little tired.
I guess you need to go and recombobulate.
Is that something the fox said? Yeah. This is weird.
I knew it. It was you.
Yes.
What the heck?
You're the fox.
Yes.
But how?
This is weird.
Not long after I was born, I got very sick.
You're the fox.
So my father pleaded with the spirits to save my life.
Wait, is it not the fish?
A miracle happened.
I guess
The moon
not.
spirit answered his prayer. Being of both worlds has meant that I can be a bridge between the two.
Like
That's
the Avatar?
why I became a priestess, is to help people connect with their spirituality. It also means I have the ability to visit the spirit world in my dreams.
In your dreams.
So you pop over there just for fun?
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, I was wondering what the whole
Nearly
fox
being
thing was
mauled by a
about.
spirit monster, or getting my face eaten by a predator, or having to relive one of the most painful memories of my life.
Painful?
Never mind.
Don't make it less than what it is.
I overheard my dad saying he was disappointed in me. That I wasn't cut out to be a warrior.
Do you know what I remember about you from the spirit world? You were worried about your friends. You knew they were in trouble and you had to help them.
I need to
He's
know
like,
something.
I love you. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
We're Team Avatar.
Team Avatar.
There is no Team Avatar. There is only the Avatar. Being the Avatar means being the one who bears the burden. Alone.
Wow.
They're just flirting.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a fish. See it as a fin. Hey.
Yeah, a few things to
so
say
you
there.
talked to Kuruk?
Was he able to help?
No.
I'm on my own.
On my own.
Where will I be stationed during the battle?
Women aren't allowed in combat. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't have accepted it if I did.
It's not a matter of accepting anything, it's how things are done.
It's stupid and it's wrong.
This is not up for debate.
I've been fighting firebenders ever since I left home. Can any of your men say that?
That doesn't matter.
Why not?
Because this isn't about them, it's about you. You're not strong enough. Women aren't strong enough.
Okay.
You haven't been training and preparing to lay down your life for everyone here.
It is true. She
And
hasn't
I'm
had
not
like
going to let what
she
happened
hasn't
to the
had
Southern
really
tribe
training,
happen
at
here.
least.
Yeah, but I mean, she's like one of the strongest benders.
That
you know?
is true, but he doesn't know that.
That's exactly it.
They won't let me fight.
He's judging her based off of
They've been stuck
Yeah.
behind this wall for so long.
what he
They
assumes
become
about her, not what
frozen
she
in
actually
time.
is.
Maybe we should talk to Yue. Or maybe...
Maybe we should listen to them.
Okay.
Maybe it's better if you didn't fight. People are gonna get hurt and die. I can't lose you and Sokka.
You're not gonna lose us.
But just the thought I could is gonna hold me back. These people need the Avatar. And I can't be the Avatar with you around.
Wow.
I feel like that's something that we definitely have needed that we haven't had, is much conflict within the group. We've had a little bit between Katara and Sokka, but I don't know. So much conflict in the group helps with their character development, you know?
What makes you think you can succeed when so many others have failed?
Because I have something none of the others had. I have destiny on my side.
Despite what our propaganda would have you believe, the Waterbenders are neither weak nor cowardly. Underestimating them will lead to tragic consequences.
That won't happen. For one thing, the fleet has been outfitted with new deadlier weapons. But More importantly, this is destiny.
He's attacking the fortress head-on, like a bull in heat. There may be more, but he's keeping it to himself.
Yeah.
I fear I've underestimated Zhao. He's more dangerous than I thought.
Yeah, I figured that out as I was swimming away from the burning wreck of my boat. The plan is to prove my father wasn't wrong to trust me with this mission. The plan is to go in and capture the Avatar once and for all. The plan is to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
So no plan.
I'm working on it.
I'm working
I'm
on
still
it.
surprised by Zhao's boldness. I'd have thought it beyond him. He's working with someone else. Someone much
Azula.
smarter.
Choose your opponent.
All three.
No.
You must select one.
No. I'm done.
Azula, stop playing games.
I'm not the one playing games.
This is your last chance. Fight.
No.
What?
You dare.
This is different.
They have such a more intense relationship in this. Dude, what?
Whoa!
What?
Oh my gosh!
Sick.
I have serious chills right now. That is sick.
Wow.
That was good. That was a good
You wanna
moment.
test me?
Ooh, sass.
Set me loose. I'm through playing games here.
That was good. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that. Oh, that's good.
That was cool.
It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter if Dad didn't think I'd be a great warrior. I get to decide.
That was strong.
Just like you get to decide who you are, not Paku or anyone else.
I'm gonna challenge Paku to fight. He's a master. I know he's probably gonna mop the floor with me, but it doesn't matter. All my life I've held myself back. And I'm not just gonna let someone else do it to me now.
Do you remember back at the Southern Air Temple when you said we had to go with Aang? You were right. If we hadn't gone with him, I wouldn't have seen how two kids from the Southern Water Tribe can measure up to anyone. No, what I'm trying to tell you is, go kick his ass.
There we go.
What's going on?
I'm not going to fight you.
Because you're afraid of what you might learn. That you're wrong.
Please. Go back to the healing huts with the other women.
That's verbatim what he says. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, disrespect.
Fine. You want to learn how to fight? Study closely.
Verbatim.
Let's go.
Cold.
Cold.
Did it make her cold? Was that a I'm
Yeah,
gonna make
probably-
you cold move?
It probably knocked the wind out of her. Come on. This part's so cool
Is that
in
all
the
you
show.
got?
Be awesome.
There we go. The Earthbender move.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Shot for shot remake.
Woo.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Ah.
Ooh.
I'll say this. You're an excellent waterbender.
For a
But you
woman.
still won't let me fight.
I'm just kidding.
No.
It's cool how her hair came out.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Those ice discs. How did you do that? Can you show me?
Well, I doubt anyone's gonna say you're not strong enough now.
No? I'll just say I lost.
Did you?
You said you're afraid of losing us, and that's why we can't stay by your side. But it's my decision to fight.
I don't know if I can protect you.
You can't.
Yeah, and worrying about who will or won't get hurt, it's not just the Avatar who has to deal with that.
That's what it means to be a family. This is the past. Now, only one person can tell you the future. person who will write the legend of Aang.
Oh no, there it is.
Soot.
Fire Nation's here.
Time to fight.
All right.
Time to fight.
We'll start with the weak, but then go to the strong. We've done mostly strong before and then gone to the weak. But now I'll just say the weak because I feel like the strong outweighed the weak, if that makes sense. The Katara Paku stuff was weak.
In what way?
It doesn't feel as nuanced or as interesting. So for example, and they could have done it. They did it a little bit. What's interesting in the OG with the Paku stuff is that he doesn't let her fight because it's custom in the North.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the North is different from the South, and the even the fact that Aang decides that he's going to try to train Katara like on the off hours. What Paku gets so offended at that, and he says, you know, you've disrespected my teachings and my entire culture. You know what I mean? Like there's this like it's less one note. They try to present it a little bit, but kind of the stigma of the idea of the women are the healers, the men are the fighters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess stigma isn't the right word, but that concept, it wasn't as presented as like, oh, here's a genuine like butting heads of the culture, because ultimately when he comes around to the revelation of she's wearing Grand's necklace that he carved for her as a betrothal
engagement. Do you think they'll
engagement.
include that?
They might. I don't know. I'm just talking about this episode as a contained thing.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like, for one thing, it didn't really feel like he genuinely cared. It was more like this is just how things are done. He did have the line about, we're going to make sure that what happened in the South doesn't happen here, in the idea of, oh, all of your waterbenders are dead. And so they make it seem like he's assuming that it was the involvement of women in combat that made it that way. But I was going to say, honestly, they could have made it more interesting if they had written in this aspect of, we don't let the women fight here since what happened in the Southern Water Tribe, because of women waterbenders, women combat waterbenders. That's why they took all your waterbenders and killed all your waterbenders. So in order to protect our women, we don't train them in combat. You see what I'm saying? In order to preserve them in the event that this sort of like stealing and killing of waterbenders, this genocide of waterbenders happens in the Northern Tribe. So we are protecting our females, basically. Yeah. That would have been cool, because then it would go into the tragedy and trauma of her backstory.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That would have been, if they were going to take out the grand stuff, it would have been way more interesting, and then have it be a thing about Katara ultimately being able to say, I'm not going to let the pain of the past define how I'm going to act.
I'm not going to like live in fear.
I'm not going to live in fear. I'm not going to let what the Fire Nation did wrong and how they destroyed the waterbenders of the Southern Water Tribe. I'm not going to let that keep me from bringing justice to the firebenders. You see what I'm saying? So it would have been this lesson, or like this resolve of her that says, no, I know that that's what caused my mother to die, was what you're talking about, right? But I'm not going to let that happen. Like I'm going to do something about it.
Yeah.
In a sort of like Batman-like fashion or something, you know? And so they might do that, but talking about this episode as a contained episode, missed opportunity there. I feel like that was the weakest part of this episode. I liked... I said I wasn't going to talk a lot. I said it last episode, but I felt like I needed an avatar that felt a little bit more stoic, or a little bit more like, this is the deal, you know, to kind of give that balance to Aang, because we didn't really like how plucky Roku was, you know? So I liked Kuruk. I just liked the balance of like of this kind of like confronting. Aang is now struggling and dealing with what he's being told, right?
Yeah.
And with that, again, I think it's good to have conflict within the team avatar, right? That helps with the character development. The Azula scene was the strongest thing. And I think that the Fire Nation stuff has been very strong throughout the whole show, but that in particular as the culmination of all the Azula scenes so far. And last episode, what happened last episode, that Zuko, the idea of Azula is better than Zuko officially now, right? Because she like she's arising to the challenge.
Hmm.
And I just his face,
And
it was
is she
so
gonna
good.
go after
you know?
the Avatar now?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know. I just really think that was really strong. It was really good.
And
So,
it shows that he values respect, but I think even more he values
disrespect. He values disrespect to the extent that you can disrespect me if you can prove yourself through it.
If you prove that you are living out our values of the strong
Of
dominating
power.
the weak,
Yes.
then I like to see that.
Exactly.
Because I want you to be aggressive.
Because Zuko had that moment.
He hates weakness.
Yeah.
And he wants to bring out the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
And trigger her
Right.
until she becomes like an unstoppable force.
Zuko had that moment
And he broke.
Yeah, and he said you thought it was respect, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know? So that moment with Azula shows this is what I want from you.
Yeah.
You know, which is so good. Like that is so strong. I'm a major fan. And that moment was so unexpected that I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was wild. Like it was one of those moments in a show or movie where I was like I wasn't expecting to see the lightning, you know? I honestly forgot about it. Not that Azula does lightning, but I just didn't really consider that was a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, oh my gosh. So that was really good. What else? Anything else?
We had Zuko's stuff.
Okay, can I say another complaint?
Okay.
Let me know if you... Again, I feel like it's the directing and the acting. I think the actors are good. I don't think that they're being directed very well. This scene right here, this guy runs in, and it's like there's a moment where he legitimately forgets his lines, and they kept the take.
I guess I can see that.
Wait. Okay, just wait for a second.
He's like trying to remember.
Yeah, he tries to remember, and then he stops in the middle of the line.
He was lying about why he was there because he was part.
I understand that. My point is that it feels like it's a take where he forgot his lines.
You're saying it feels awkward or
whether or not it was intentional is irrelevant. It felt like he forgot his lines. It felt like a guy who runs on stage and forgets his lines and stumbles through his lines. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
And so I feel like, yeah, that's just my opinion.
Line delivery can be rough sometimes. Sokka, I feel like good chemistry.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yep. Sokka and his romantic interests, both in Suki and Yue, have been good.
Yeah.
They have translated really well.
I liked the water healing lore.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you had good points about the what's his name?
The fight wasn't as interesting also.
Yeah.
It felt like
that part is just so cool in
Yeah.
the show. It's like she's being so awesome.
And the line delivery.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It felt like almost like the choreography wasn't as good as some other scenes, you know?
I hope they keep
Anyway.
the grand stuff.
Yeah, that would be good. I think
So it's cool.
I think if they just make Paku just some sort of because what's interesting and what's good is when you can take complex, nuanced issues in regards to tribal culture, in regards to patriarchy, in regards to different opinions on different things having to do with that.
You have to make
you
have to make him nuanced and understand both sides, because it's you could just paint him as some old fuddy-duddy who has no reason for what he does.
But then it's not a rich story.
But then it's if he's a real person, if the character is realistic, he's going to have, like you said, respect our culture. He's going to have
he's going to have cares and desires, and not just this is just the way that it is.
Dignity and
yes, exactly.
If you disrespect me in this way, it is significant. It's people are like that about their cultural beliefs, and I think maybe we'll get more nuance in the next episode. I don't know. But I think you make good points about it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think that the level of disrespect, the fact is that it's a significant thing in the OG. In this, he kind of just took it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really care.
He didn't really get mad enough.
It didn't really feel that way.
Yeah.
And it felt like just a matter of this person is just being annoying to me, not there's something serious. And then the revelation of of Gran, and she left because she didn't want to be in this culture. And, you know, like it was too tight knit for her. And I lost the woman I love over these things. Like, is it really worth it to me? You know what I mean? Like, is it worth it to me to like maintain rigid structures if it doesn't work for the people that I love? You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? And it's like, and there's more nuance. There's more interesting parts to that. So, and oh yeah, Katara, you know, she can put up a good fight.
There's just
and,
not enough
you know,
like runtime to include all of
There
this.
is though. There is enough runtime. That was 50 minutes. So over 2 episodes length of a story that was told in 1 episode.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could just take some room from other scenes and just put in a few more lines.
I think take some room from other scenes in previous episodes, maybe. Or this episode took everything. Everything else was pretty necessary. But yeah, stuff from other episodes, I think that
and the UA stuff, we didn't need to know that yet, maybe.
Yeah, that could have been saved. But we don't know what they're doing in the next episode. Anyway. So yeah, all right. Well, it's been fun.
Commentary.
It's been fun. I'm sick, but I'm ready to this has got me excited to see the finale. So
well, let us know what you thought of our reaction to this episode, what you thought of the episode. Tell us your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.
See you then.